in the Bay?
This is my first time in the Bay.
I know being in Louisiana down in Platinum Ridge.
Yeah. This is my,
I got folks out there. My
Bay.
family from there.
All right, bet. It's my first time.
Donzonville, Gonzales.
Yeah. Right, it's all over there.
Yeah, all over there.
Right.
So how you like the weather here in San Francisco?
It's cool. I've been, I've been in LA for the last month. I've been training, so it's kind of same thing, similar and stuff like that. It's a big difference from the South.
Regis, why you pick Devin Haney?
I want the biggest fights. That's it. I want the biggest, the best fights. So it's like we both picked each other. That's all. Eddie told me a long time ago. He said, "Look, what's gonna happen if you sign a match room? I'm gonna get you a fight, a homecoming fight. Then after, I'm gonna get you a big fight." He said the first name was actually Devin Haney. Then after that, it was like a Ryan Garcia or something. But he said, so it actually came true. And for me, I want the biggest fights. That's all.
Devin reached out to Eddie to fight you before your last fight. So why do you believe he only wanted to fight you? Is it solely because of your performance?
That's what he said. I mean, I feel like I definitely listen, bro. I feel like if I would have blasted Gorilla out in the 1 or 2 rounds, I don't think he would have fought me. Now he said he reached out before that. I don't know. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. Maybe he would have. Maybe he wouldn't. I don't know. But I think the Zorilla performance definitely has something to do with this.
Regis, you mentioned up there, you're not with the clown shit. You're ready to fight.
Yeah.
Devin, we were talking to him. He kind of looked at it like wasn't keeping the same energy about the accusation of loss in Mexico, and he's kind of getting at, well, now that we're here, it's not the same energy. What do you think of that, Regis?
Where it's not the same energy, is like he
like online, you're like, you lost, you're a fraud. We know about it. And now that it's here, it's not that. What do you think of that, Regis?
Listen, I don't know what to think, bro. I'm preparing for him right now. Now if he did it, that is some fraud. For me, bro, that's some really fraud shit. If that really happened, I'm hearing that it happened. I heard it from a bunch of people. Like I said, I'm training in LA right now, so it's a bunch of people telling me about that. Some actually a really reliable source told me that it's actually true. So if it happened, bro, like I said, it's some shady ass shit on their part, but whatever. I'm not worried about that, bro. If he was 29-1, because I'm 29-1, with 15, it don't, or 30-0, it don't. For me, it don't. I'm fighting this man now, so it don't matter about his past. I'm worried about the future.
When you said you got confirmation Devin lost in Mexico. Right. So did you see the fight?
No, I didn't watch it. No, of course. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't there. I wasn't at the fight. No, I'm just saying I got confirmation. Somebody told me. Some good sources, reliable sources told me that it actually was true.
And people got footage?
Huh?
Has people got footage of that fight?
I don't know if somebody got footage. I don't know. The people I'm talking to, I don't know if they got footage. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They told me it's confirmation that it's true. I don't know about that, but I heard it's true. So.
If you beat Haney,
when I beat Haney.
If you beat Haney,
when I beat Haney.
It's a unification fight next. If you just, which one of the champions would you like to unify against?
The biggest name. All I want is the biggest name, the biggest money fights. That's it. Like literally. So I think the biggest name is probably Teofimo. Like a Teofimo. So
Eddie was talking about the winner fight in Ryan, like in March.
All right, Ryan. Listen, I want the big fights, bro. The big Super Bowl type of fights. That's what I want. That's all. So I don't want no after this. I don't want no little fights and this. I want, for me, only big fights, only big fights, big name fights. That's the only thing I want.
People say Haney is pillow fisted since he's moving up in weight. Do you expect him to gain power or lose even more power?
I don't know. For me, I want to be surprised. So in my mind, I'm thinking that he's gonna gain power. So if he surprised me like he doesn't hit hard at all, then of course that's better. But I don't want to go into the ring expecting he's pillow fisted. Then he has power. I don't want to be surprised by that. So I'm expecting him, bro. I'm expecting the best Haney. I don't care about nothing. I'm expecting, for me, the best Haney. That's what I'm preparing for, the best Haney.
Now, if Haney doesn't have the extra power, do you expect to walk through his punches and hurt him on fight night?
I think I'm gonna hurt him no matter what. I definitely think I'm gonna hurt him, bro. It's here. It's in my mind. I feel like it's gonna happen. Especially what I've been doing, like the training I've been doing. I've been preparing for this for a long time, like tightening all my holes up and stuff. So yeah, I just can't see it.
So Regis, you say you want big fights. So if you don't get those 2 big fights that you're talking about, do you want the long layoff or do you want anybody?
I mean, I think we'll get the big fights. I think that it's too many names right now, bro. Like at this division right now, it's just too much going on. It's too many names, and I'm champion. So something should happen. I definitely don't want no long layoff and shit like that. But I think that something definitely should happen.
Regis, go ahead, brother.
Your name was second on the poster, but you're the champion.
Mm-hmm.
You also seem to be a little different at the face-off. You look bored at the press conference, but you seem fired up and ready to fight.
Right.
Does that go hand in hand with you're the world champion, but you're in the promotion, your name is not
Right.
first?
I mean, listen, you know, it is what it is. Like, he's a bigger name. He's from here. He's a bigger name, so I give him that. But I'm not, bro, I'm not worried about that. I'm super focused on the fight. You know, like I said, I've been working my ass off, tightening all my holes up, and it's gonna be a different me. So, yeah, all that stuff, all this don't matter, bro. The fight is the only thing I worry about.
Does that speak to what you were touching on earlier, though? Like, you get everything handed to you, and I've had to get everything from the mud. Here I am as a champion.
Same
having to
thing.
go to
Same thing. You know, I really had to grab every fucking thing I had. I had to work for. I always had a hard ass road, bro. Like, when, you know, I know he hasn't had it. He didn't have it like me, bro. I had like my first 10 fights, 5 of them I fought for $0, like for free. You know, didn't make shit at all. And then, you know, I became a champion. Then I became a 2-time champion and stuff like that. So I had a hard ass road, bro. And it's the same thing going on right now. So for me, I'm used to it. Like, it's cool. I got a chip on my shoulder, and that bitch is strong.
So you're trying to take him to a dark place where that's one of the differences in the fight is how you came up having to be used to, you know, go through the gutter.
Basically, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Right.
Mentality is the difference.
I think mentality will be the difference. Yeah.
How do you rate Devin's defense?
Good defense. I don't know how to rate it. Good defense, but fight night, yeah, I'm not worried about that, bro.
Tim Bradley said his patterns get predictable as the fight goes on. You pick up on that too when you watch him. You agree with Tim? Or
I mean, now you say it, yeah, probably so. Yeah, now that you say that, yeah, probably so. I got my coaches. We got a fire game plan, and like I said, tightening everything up, and yeah, it's gonna be
when
good.
he's fought southpaws before, he's been hit by left hands like JoJo and Loma, but styles make fights. They're smaller guys, like fighting out of the high guard, and you leave that lead hand by your hip.
Right.
How do you think that's going to play out? Do you know, with you with the left hand against him? And
It's something gonna happen, bro. I don't want to tell you too much about that with my styles and stuff, but yeah, something gonna pop off for sure.
I got one question. Lomachenko was getting hit with a lot of body shots.
Right.
He really didn't have an answer for it. That's probably why he lost the fight.
All right.
What you gonna do when Devin come at you with those body shots?
I'm gonna hit him. Fuck. I'm gonna hit him. You know what the body shot you want? I'm gonna hit him. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit away. You know, that's what.
You've been working on your body?
Man, I've been working on every fucking thing, bro. I'm working on every body, everything. That shit don't hurt me, bro. Punches don't fucking hurt me. I don't know why punches don't hurt me. So, yeah, the body shots and all that, I don't care. Like, that shit, I don't think that's not gonna do nothing.
what if someone's watching the Zorilla fight, and obviously you're going to be more up for this than you were that.
Yeah.
But they're saying, you know, that guy on the outside, his right hand, his lateral movement, Regis was having problems. How's he gonna beat Haney then?
Right.
Who
That's
can
what
do
people probably looking at. I want that. That's exactly what I want. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Yeah, look at this real fight. I couldn't cut off the ring. I couldn't do this. He moved around. Perfect. Keep looking at that. I hope they study that motherfucker. I hope they study that fight more than any fight they can ever watch. Study that fight.
I want you to talk about the emotion of that moment in that fight, because I didn't see the same Regis in that fight. It looked like you were fighting for your city and you were putting pressure on yourself and not doing things you typically do in the ring.
Right, that's exactly
To the point
what
where a
happened.
viewer, I was frustrated watching you because you were making me watch a fight I didn't want to watch longer.
Damn, bro, you didn't want to watch my fucking fight? That's shit to say, huh? I got you. I'm fucking with you. I'm playing.
Hey, you're in fight camp, so I have to do the hands up and scare you. It's the best move for a guy with camera. Right. Talk me through the emotion of that fight and why that performance wasn't what you wanted.
Yeah, it was just a lot going on, bro. When you fight in your hometown, you just dealing with so much shit. You dealing with just so many tickets and people, and it's just terrible. It's a terrible thing to deal with, all that type of shit. And then, you know, like I said, I don't know if I told people, but you know, I did some stuff the day of the fight that I wasn't supposed to do. I left my hotel room, went out, just did all kinds of stuff, and just had a lot of stuff on my mind. So, yeah, I did some things I wasn't supposed to do, and it just got to me.
Is the goal of this fight to put Devin in the spot you felt at times in that fight? Some of those pressures, some of those uncomfortable moments in a hometown fight.
The goal, I'm not worried about this. Like, for me, I'm worried about fighting the best Devin. That's it. I don't know how he's gonna respond to hometown stuff. I don't know how his mind is. He's gonna respond to the hometown things. That's not on me. My goal is to go out there and win. And so I'm going out there focused on what I'm focused on, the things I've been working on, and you know, I know that that's gonna be enough to win the fight for sure.
So how do you feel now? Like you change the cam, like over LA. So how was?
It's great, bro. Like, it's great. Like, I mean, I'm just like, I never did this before. I never did a camp so long away from home. Like, when I'm at home, I'm dealing with my kids. I'm doing all this kind of stuff. Like, I usually go like LA or something like that for 2 weeks, and that's it. Then I go back and finish camp in Houston and stuff. But now, like, I literally just been in LA just working, and that's all I'm doing is working and focusing on my craft and focusing on my goal. And so it's just a big difference, bro. Like everything that's going on, like sparring, and I've been just like I'm seeing improvement in myself, and that's the thing. Like, sometimes you get, I think before this I was here and I couldn't get past that plateau, but now I'm climbing up the mountain more and more and more, and it's crazy to where I'm even doing it. So most people do plateau at a certain time and then they can't get over that plateau, but now I did that plateau, and now I'm starting to go up the hill. I'm improving, and that's why I made the move to and stay in LA.
Do you feel like this is the best camp of your career?
I'm not gonna say that. It's long. I mean, it's definitely a long one, because I've been the fight like 2 months away now, and usually I'll be starting camp right now. I've been training already for like 2 months, so it's a long camp. I'm not gonna say the best camp, but it's definitely.
Well, how about you being? Do you feel like you're in the best shape of your career?
Well, mentally, yes. Okay. Mentally, let's say mentally. Physically, physically, everybody, you know, I'm always gonna be in shape and stuff like that. But mentally, yes. Right now, as far as boxing wise, mentally, I think that that was my plateau. Mentally, I'm climbing out that plateau.
How does Devin stack up to you size wise when you stood next to him?
He's taller. Everybody can be taller. That's what Bill was saying. Oh, he's bigger. Everybody's bigger than me.
The shoulders.
That don't matter, I don't care about thickness. Like, none of the people think that matters. Your reach, how thick you are, how tall you are, that shit don't matter in a fight. You know.
I can see if he was my height, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Be like, all right, that's motherfucker tall. He's like a little taller than me. That's all. It's not that, you know. It's cool. And then when you have more up here, that means you might lack right here. You might lack power. So, bro, I don't care about that. Size-wise, I don't care. That don't matter.
You under other circumstances, think you and Bill Haney would be cool though? You guys seem like deep thinkers, came from the bottom.
Probably, but not right now. Probably after it depends, bro. After I knock out Devin, it depends how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? That's his son. I know I got a son, so I know somebody fuck your son up, you might feel some type of way about him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we'll see, bro. He is a deep thinker. He cool and stuff like that. He always show respect. But right now, we enemies, and it ain't no respect.
You mentioned it's not just gonna be skills versus power. It's gonna be skills versus.
It's gonna be skills. This is not gonna be. That's what everybody's billing this right now. Everybody's billing it skills versus power. Skills versus power. Yes. If you put skill versus power, the skills are gonna win. No, this is not gonna be skills versus power. This is gonna be skills versus skills. And of course, I can put out somebody. I have power too, but no, I'm building this. We doing skill versus skill. So everybody's saying, "Oh, I just have power." That's what I want to show people. That's the plateau I got over.
Do you gotta be a little wary not to try to overly prove it, and now you're boxing his fight instead of being the aggressor kind of thing?
Skill versus you gonna see skill versus skill. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be skill versus skill. That's what it's gonna be.
Devin is a very skilled boxer, man. Would it surprise you if he just so happened to just switch gears on you and then just came out and tried to bang with you?
I think he might try to do that. Yeah, I would think so. He might try to come out there, and they looking at the size and stuff. Like, he probably thinking like, shit, I might go in there and bang with him. We'll see how that work out for him. That's all. I'm preparing for everything. Every scenario he can do, I'm preparing for it. If he want to turn southpaw, I'm preparing for every fucking thing he can do. He can box, he can bang, whatever he can do. I'm preparing for all that, bro. That's what I'm saying. I've been working my ass off.